When people talk about black business power, London is often left out of the conversation. And that's a mistake. Behind the city's financial districts, fashion houses, and media networks, black entrepreneurs have built influence that doesn't always sit neatly inside one postcode or one balance sheet. Some created global empires born in Britain and scaled worldwide. Others run Africa-based powerhouses that use London as a strategic command hub for capital, partnerships, and global expansion. This isn't a story about a single company or a simple ranking. It's about where power is coordinated, where deals are structured, and where influence quietly compounds. Today, we're going inside London's most powerful black business empires and the people shaping them. Number 10. Timothy Armoo, Fanbytes, the New Guard. We begin our countdown with the new face of London wealth. While the old guard built their fortunes in banking and oil, Timothy Armoo built his in the currency of the 21st century: attention. Born in Hackney to a council estate upbringing, Armoo is the definition of a digital prodigy. He didn't wait for a seat at the table. He built his own platform. At just 21 years old, he founded Fanbytes, a social media marketing agency that cracked the code on Gen Z. While traditional ad agencies were still trying to figure out how to use Facebook, Armoo was already dominating TikTok and Snapchat, building campaigns for global giants like Deliveroo, Nike, and the UK government. But here is where the story shifts from successful agency to generational wealth. Armoo didn't just run the business to pay a salary, he built it to sell. He engineered the company with a specific exit strategy in mind, scaling it rapidly with a team of young, diverse creatives who understood culture better than any 50-year-old executive in a suit ever could. In 2022, the payday arrived. Armoo sold Fanbytes to the global digital agency Brain Labs for a reported 8-figure sum, estimated in the tens of millions of pounds. At just 27 years old, he cashed out. But unlike the stereotypical lottery winner story, Armoo didn't blow the cash. He pivoted. He has since become an angel investor, pouring capital back into the ecosystem to fund the next generation of black founders. He represents the speed of modern wealth in London. He didn't need 40 years to build a legacy. He did it in 5. Timothy Armoo is the prototype for the asset-light, cash-heavy entrepreneur, proving that in London's tech scene, your age doesn't matter. Only your exit price does. Number 9. Ozwald Boateng, House of Boateng, the style architect. Number 9 takes us from the digital cloud to the tangible, hand-stitched fabric of history. In the world of global luxury, there is one street that matters more than any other: Savile Row. For 2 centuries, it was the exclusive fortress of white British aristocracy, until Ozwald Boateng kicked the door down. Ozwald Boateng didn't just open a shop, he revolutionized British tailoring. Born in London to Ghanaian parents, he became the youngest tailor to open a house on Savile Row in 1995. But he didn't just want to make suits for bankers, he wanted to turn tailoring into a global luxury brand. And he succeeded. His business is not just a tailor shop, it is a vertically integrated fashion house. He has held the position of creative director for Givenchy Homme in Paris, a massive role that cemented his status as a global heavyweight, while simultaneously building his own empire. His client list reads like a roll call of the world's most powerful men, from Barack Obama to Will Smith, from Mick Jagger to Leonardo DiCaprio. The House of Boateng flagship store in London is a multi-million-pound temple to design, occupying a prime piece of real estate that serves as the headquarters for his global operations. But the wealth engine here goes beyond bespoke suits costing £5,000 a pop. Boateng has secured massive corporate contracts, including designing the uniforms for British Airways, a deal that put his designs on 30,000 staff members and cemented his company as a major commercial partner to British industry. Boateng's wealth is in his brand equity and his longevity. He proved that a black man could not only enter the most exclusive, traditionalist club in London, but could also become its king. He is the bridge between the heritage of the past and the swag of the future. Number 8. Piers Linney, Implement AI and Investment Portfolio, the Dragon. If you watched Dragon's Den, the UK's version of Shark Tank, you know the face. But the TV fame is just the tip of the iceberg. Piers Linney is one of the most sophisticated investors in the City of London, a man who understands that the real money isn't in starting businesses, it's in scaling them. Linney's background is pure high finance. He started as a solicitor and an investment banker at Credit Suisse, handling mergers and acquisitions worth billions. He knows how the plumbing of the financial system works. But his entrepreneurial breakout came with Outsourcery, a cloud computing company he co-CEO'd. He saw the shift to the cloud before almost anyone else in the UK, building a company that would eventually go public on the London Stock Exchange. While Outsourcery had its ups and downs, Linney's pivot has been masterful. He is now a heavy hitter in the world of artificial intelligence and venture capital. His new venture, Implement AI, is positioning itself to be a leader in helping businesses adopt enterprise-grade AI solutions. He is betting on the biggest technological shift of our lifetime. But Linney's wealth portfolio is diversified. He has been a non-executive director of the British Business Bank, the UK government's massive development bank, giving him influence over billions in lending power. He is a portfolio entrepreneur, meaning he doesn't just own one thing. He owns a piece of everything. From tech to media to government policy, Piers Linney operates at the intersection where capital meets influence. He is the ultimate insider. Number 7. Mo Abudu, Ebony Life Media, the mogul. London has always been a global city, but number 7 is the woman who turned it into the headquarters for African excellence. She has been called the Oprah of Africa, but Mo Abudu is in a lane of her own. While her roots and her primary production base are in Nigeria, her business footprint in London is massive, strategic, and expanding. Mo Abudu founded Ebony Life Media, creating a content empire that was the first to sign a multi-title deal with Netflix. She didn't just sell a show, she sold a pipeline. She realized that the world was hungry for high-quality African stories, and she positioned herself as the toll booth operator for that content. If Hollywood wants Africa, they have to go through Mo. She operates a different kind of empire. Ebony Life is fundamentally Africa-based, with its creative and commercial roots firmly planted on the continent. But its strategic command hub extends into London, where global partnerships, international financing, and distribution decisions are coordinated. This is not a London-born media company, but a pan-African media empire with a London command center shaping its global expansion. Her wealth is a mix of media rights, real estate, and high-level consulting. She splits her time between Lagos and London, living a transcontinental lifestyle that defines the modern Black elite. She counts global billionaires and world leaders as friends, not just business partners. Mo Abudu represents soft power, the ability to shape how the world sees an entire continent, and to get paid millions for the privilege. She is proving that Black stories are not charity, they are a billion-dollar asset class. We are moving into the top half of our list, where the valuations jump from millions to billions. These are the stories of empire builders who have reshaped entire industries. If this deep dive into Black wealth and power is valuable to you, consider dropping a super thanks below. We are building Black Status to be the premier archive of Black excellence, and your support helps us research, write, and produce these documentaries. If you want to see more content that celebrates our wins, a super thanks is the best way to vote with your wallet. Now, let's get back to the money. Number 6. Valerie Moran, Prepaid Financial Services, the cash-out queen. In the history of the United Kingdom, there have been very few Black women who have exited a business for hundreds of millions of pounds. Valerie Moran is one of them. She is the quiet giant of the fintech world, a woman who looked at the banking system, saw it was broken, and fixed it for a profit. Born in Zimbabwe, Valerie Moran co-founded Prepaid Financial Services, PFS, with her husband from their kitchen table in London in 2008. The timing was terrible, or perfect. The global financial crisis was melting down the banking sector. People couldn't get credit cards. They couldn't get bank accounts. Valerie saw the gap. She built a company that provided prepaid cards and payment technology to governments, local councils, and mobile operators. While other tech startups were burning venture capital money on fancy offices and ping-pong tables, Valerie ran a tight, profitable ship. She was the operational genius, the one who made sure the technology actually worked for millions of users across Europe. The payoff was legendary. In 2020, PFS was sold to the Australian company EML Payments in a deal valued at up to £281 million, over $350 million US. Because the Morans owned the vast majority of the company, over 80%, they didn't just get a slice of the pie, they took the whole bakery. Valerie Moran became one of the wealthiest black women in Britain overnight. But this wasn't luck. It was 12 years of grinding in a sector dominated by white men in gray suits. She proved that a black woman from Zimbabwe could come to London, out-innovate the banks, and walk away with a 9-figure check. Number 5. Wol Kolade. Living Bridge, the kingmaker. If you want to know who really runs the economy, don't look at the politicians. Look at private equity. And in the world of European private equity, Wol Kolade is royalty. He is the managing partner of Living Bridge, a firm that manages billions of pounds in assets. Living Bridge is not a small operation. They have billions in funds under management. They buy companies, make them bigger, and sell them for massive profits. Wol Kolade has been the architect of this firm for decades. He is the man who decides which companies get the capital to grow and which ones don't. Kolade's influence extends far beyond his own firm. He is a power player in the City of London establishment. He has served as the chairman of the British Private Equity and Venture Capital Association. He sits on the boards of major institutions. He is the guy the government calls when they need to understand how to get the economy moving. But what makes him a legend is his commitment to opening the door behind him. He is a co-founder of the 10,000 Black Interns Initiative, a massive program designed to get young black talent into the high-paying worlds of finance, law, and technology. He realized that he shouldn't be the only black face in the boardroom, so he built a systemic pipeline to change the demographic of the entire City of London. Wol Kolade is old money style with new money impact. He deals in the kind of capital that shapes nations. He doesn't just have wealth, he has the power to create wealth for thousands of others. Number 4. Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath Labs, the billion-dollar face. Number 4 is a woman who didn't just build a business, she built a religion. Pat McGrath is widely considered the most influential makeup artist in the world. But artist is too small a word. She is a tycoon. Born in Northampton to a Jamaican mother, McGrath came from humble beginnings. She didn't have formal training. She had raw, undeniable genius. For decades, she was the secret weapon behind every major fashion brand: Prada, Armani, Versace. If the runway show looked incredible, it was because Pat was backstage. But in 2015, she decided to stop making billions for other people and start making it for herself. She launched Pat McGrath Labs. The brand didn't just succeed, it exploded. In a matter of years, it reached a valuation of $1 billion. She became the first makeup artist in history to be made a Dame of the British Empire by the Queen. Pat McGrath represents a different kind of power. While her business is not headquartered in London, her influence was forged here. British-born and globally dominant, she built one of the most powerful beauty empires in the world, redefining luxury cosmetics through cultural authority, creative control, and global reach. This is not a London-based company, but it is a British-born empire that reshaped the global beauty industry. Pat McGrath represents the power of ownership. She took her intellectual property, her taste, her technique, her name, and converted it into equity. She is a self-made billionaire in a world of heritage brands. She proved that a black woman's vision is the most valuable asset in the beauty industry. Number 3. Ismail Ahmed, Zeps/World Remit, the unicorn builder. Number 3 is a story of turning personal pain into a global empire. Ismail Ahmed arrived in London as a student from Somaliland. He worked hard, picking strawberries and doing odd jobs to fund his education. He wanted to send money back home to his family, but he realized the system was rigged. The fees were astronomical, the agents were unreliable, and the process was slow. He tried to fix it from the inside, working for the United Nations, but he was ignored. So he sued them, won a settlement, and used that money to build his own solution. In 2010, he founded WorldRemit, now part of the group Zeps, in London. His idea was simple. Make sending money as easy as sending a text message. It worked. WorldRemit grew into a fintech monster. It didn't just serve Africa, it served the Philippines, Latin America, and Asia. It became the lifeline for millions of migrants around the world. The company raised over $600 million from the world's biggest investors. At its peak, the group was valued at $5 billion, making it one of the UK's few unicorns, a tech company worth over $1 billion. Ismail Ahmed became one of the wealthiest black men in the UK. But his impact is bigger than his net worth. By lowering the cost of remittances, he has effectively put millions of dollars back into the pockets of the world's poorest families. He used the technology of London to solve the problems of the global south. Ismail Ahmed is the ultimate disruptor, a man who built a multi-billion-dollar bridge between the developed and developing worlds. Number 2. Rick Lewis, Tristan Capital Partners, the landlord. If you walk through the streets of London looking at the gleaming office towers and luxury retail complexes, there is a good chance you are looking at an asset managed by Rick Lewis. He is the king of real estate. Rick Lewis is the founder and executive chairman of Tristan Capital Partners. This is not a flipping houses operation. This is institutional-grade investment management. Tristan Capital manages over 11 billion euros, that's nearly 12 billion US dollars, in assets. Born in America but a Londoner by choice for decades, Lewis is one of the most powerful figures in European property. He raises money from massive pension funds and sovereign wealth funds and deploys it to buy shopping centers, logistics parks, and office buildings across the UK and Europe. He is the man who spots value where others see risk. He is renowned for his sharp intellect and his ability to navigate complex market cycles. But he is also a cultural force. He was voted the most influential black person in Britain on the Power List. He founded the Black Heart Foundation, which provides scholarships to underprivileged kids, because he believes talent is everywhere but opportunity is not. Rick Lewis represents the pinnacle of asset management wealth. He controls the physical environment we live and work in. He proves that black business in London isn't just about entertainment or tech. It's about owning the concrete and steel that the city is built on. Number 1. Strive Masiyiwa, Econet Global, the Titan. And finally, we arrive at number 1, the undisputed heavyweight champion of black business in London. A man whose net worth is counted in the billions and whose influence spans continents. He is Strive Masiyiwa. Strive Masiyiwa is the founder and executive chairman of Econet Global. While his fortune was built in Africa, revolutionizing the telecommunications industry in Zimbabwe and beyond, his command center is London. He is a British citizen, and he operates as a global tycoon from the UK. His business interests are staggering. Econet isn't just a phone company, it is a technology ecosystem. Through Cassava Technologies, he controls the largest independent fiber optic network in Africa. He owns data centers, fintech platforms, and renewable energy companies. He is literally building the digital infrastructure for a continent of 1.3 billion people. In 2022, he became the first black billionaire to break into the Sunday Times Rich list. His estimated net worth sits comfortably above £2 billion, but some estimates place his family's control of assets much higher. Strive is the ultimate London power player. He sits on the board of Netflix. He sits on the board of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He is the man global leaders call when they need to solve massive problems, like when he was appointed by the African Union to lead the continent's COVID-19 response. He lives in an exclusive estate in Surrey and owns trophy real estate in New York. But his true power is his reach. From his London base, he controls a business that touches the lives of millions of people every single day. He proves that a black businessman can conquer the most difficult markets on earth, fight off dictators, build a global conglomerate, and sit at the very top of the British establishment. Strive Masiyiwa is not just the largest black business figure in London. He is one of the most important business figures in the world. Period. From the digital exits of Timothy Armoo to the real estate empire of Rick Lewis and the global dominance of Strive Masiyiwa, these business leaders have shattered every stereotype about black wealth in the UK. They didn't just survive the system. They bought it, renovated it, and sold it for a profit. They are the architects of a new era of British business, one where excellence is the only currency that matters. Which of these business titans impressed you the most? Was it the hustle of the fintech founders or the sheer scale of the billionaires? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Black Status. We are here to document the rise of black empires, one story at a time. I'll see you in the next one.